It's really good. Hi guys, welcome back to the vlog. My name is Jenna if you guys are new here. Happy Monday. I just want to catch up today. I haven't vlogged actually in over a week. I tried starting a video on Thursday or Friday and I think I filmed like one clip and I was like, well, that's what happened. Today is Monday, we are working, but this isn't Work to Live Diaries. I truthfully have been having like a little bit of a creative block with what you guys want to see or what anybody would want to see when it comes to my videos outside of Work to Live Diaries. I feel like I have so much creativity and so much inspiration with Work to Live Diaries, which is the series about my 9-to-5 job, how I'm prioritizing my life outside of work. But I also just want to film like lifestyle vlogs and like normal things and regular days with you guys outside of talking about work. And I guess I just don't know how to title them or like what focuses you guys would want to see. So let me know in the comments below right off the bat if there's anything like non-work related that you would like to see from me, because I would love to know. I want to film more things. I was talking to Ella this weekend about like different lifestyle things that I could do. And so I actually do have a good couple of ideas, but I also want to ask you guys too, because you're like real people outside of AI and you guys are the ones actually watching my videos. So let me know if there's anything that you guys want to see. And other than that, this video is all about talking about hustle culture because I have a lot of thoughts and I'll talk about that during lunch. But for now, let's just get situated, get our morning routine done, and then log on to work because this is technically a work day, but it's just Monday for us, okay? Thomas did the weekly clean this week, which I'm very grateful for. He was here yesterday for like 24 hours and I was so happy. And that's why I didn't finish my second video of the week because I ended up just hanging out with Thomas. And I did have Jerry, who's one of my closest friends, visit me from New York. So we just kind of, I don't know. I just did not have the time. I barely had any alone time, but it's just us now, right? Good morning, Beastie. So yeah, I'm in a pretty good mood even though I'm really sad that Thomas is gone. We're still like, we're almost halfway through this 2-month sprint of being long distance right now, but it'll be fine. I'm gonna try to stay busy and I think I have been doing that very well, but it's just like a honest truth that I'm pretty sad when Thomas leaves. But we're almost done with this and it's Monday. I'm back to having like my typical work from home setup and stuff. We're not working at the dining table anymore. I already gave you a treat. Come here. Did you want to play? He wants to play. Go get it. And I'll catch you guys up about like things that you guys missed in the last week, but I've just been working so much because I think I'm trying to stay busy. Come here. Come here. And I have a doggy to take care of. Come here, come here, come here. Like I've done this so many times now, but taking care of a dog completely on your own for a long period of time, it is not no work. Like having the difference between one parent versus 2 dog parents, I think is very big. And this guy loves his walks. I'm procrastinating. I just want to say good morning and let's have a nice day together. You guys also, okay, I got a new sweat set. You guys know that I work with Ari every single month on Instagram and look at this cute color. Hold on. I've been trying to be really good about not buying any sweat sets in 2025, especially since I realized I'd be working with Ari. I was like, okay, if I can like just allocate my need for matching sweat sets with my partnership with Ari, then I don't have to pay for it. So look how cute this is. I love this color. I think it's very pretty. I really need to do a color analysis because I have no idea what colors like best suit me, honestly. I have no idea, but every time I put on this color, I feel like it looks really nice. And I feel like every time I wear like purple, people like when I wear that. But I'm just like a neutral girly at best. And I think my favorite color is pink. So take that as you will. But you guys should really get this. It's so affordable. And I sized up one in the crew neck. It says offline in the back. Very cute. And then I got my typical size small in the shorts. I think this is like the perfect length because they don't feel too long or too short. There's pockets. There's even like a mini pocket on the inside, which is nice. And I feel like they go really well together. So you guys should check out Ari. They have the best sweat sets. They're not gonna break the bank. And the thing is like, they're really high quality, but in like maybe 2 or 3 years time, if you wanna get a new one, it's like, I think way more affordable than having to invest in a sweat set from like Aritzia and it still looks worn out after a year. You know what I mean? Or you just get sick of the colors. Like if you want a cute, fun color, you'll get sick of it eventually. But for me, this feels brand new and I love it. Okay, let's make our coffee. You guys know I'm all about my iced brown sugar shaken espresso. Actually, I think I'm gonna have it hot today because I'm feeling a hot coffee. If you guys are not up to date, this is my current coffee, like hyperfixation. Brown sugar cinnamon, and it literally tastes so much better when you make it at home, in my opinion. You need 2 teaspoons of light brown sugar, and then just some shakes of cinnamon. And then I brew double espresso. I'm just on a huge double espresso kick right now, but you need to brew it on top because otherwise it won't dissolve with the sugar. So, you know what I mean? So, oh yeah, perfect. Okay, and then while that is finishing up, I'm gonna steam up some milk. Thomas showed me how to use this, but I did not do it right. This oat milk is always the one that I get because it's truthfully just the one that's always the cheapest. It was on sale for like $3.85, this whole thing at Whole Foods. So to the minimum line. Thomas said I test it to make sure that it's on, and then I put this in, and then I automatically steam. And then it's supposed to automatically turn off. Okay, yeah, it's hot. Oh yeah! Great. Clean it like this, and then I have my steamed milk. Great. I'm not really one for latte art, okay? And then we're just gonna use the teaspoon to mix it all together. Wow, this looks great. Okay, let's try it. Let's try it. Very good. Okay, I did go back to meal kits for a little bit. I got this really good deal from HelloFresh that if I got 3 boxes, I would get a free caraway pan. And you guys know I used to work with caraway all the time, and I would love a new pan, honestly. And like my first box was $30, which is so cheap for 3 meals, 2 servings each, 6 meals. Like, it was so good. So today we're actually having salad for lunch today. I'm just gonna like combine the salad to put it on top. So it should be really easy. And honestly, I don't know if I want to do all of it because I just kind of want it to be quick, but you really just have to put chicken in the air fryer, you know, the oven, but for me, the air fryer. Yeah, I did go back to meal kits for a little bit. I just think it's one of those things that it's good to have a break from, but if you want to go back to it and save some time or money, then there's nothing wrong with that, you know? And I think it's good to rotate. So I'm doing HelloFresh right now, and then I'm gonna do Green Chef. And then after that, I don't know. We'll see. Here's my salad. It looks, I don't think I made it right. Okay, I'm gonna add a couple of dried cranberries. All right, this is pretty good. Actually, it's pretty good. Okay, for this lunch break chat, the whole reason why I wanted to make this video in general kind of addresses my absence last week. And I've talked about this very consistently in the videos that I've posted in the last couple of months because I've really been learning to be more flexible with specifically my upload schedule. And it all has to do with this whole concept of hustle culture. But like hustle culture as a creator, because so many of these creators, myself included, I feel like there's like this unsaid thing about creators, content creators, especially the ones that really emphasize self-care and balance and taking care of yourself and all of those things. It's coupled with the fact that we ourselves are creating the content because this is not our full-time job. This is our passion and it's our hobby, but it does include some hustle. And I feel like there was this whole conversation maybe like 6 months ago or a year ago about hustle culture. Like, you know, we don't want to support hustle culture. Supporting hustle culture is like not the way that we want to go, and just like opening up the can of worms of what it means to be a part of hustle culture, and that we should live more slowly, we should live more intentionally, we shouldn't have to go all the time or chase achievements. And I think all of that is very true, but I think the reality of, at least for someone like me who's a content creator full-time but also has a full-time office corporate job, I have to hustle. And hustling is the way that, at least for me, I feel like I can thrive, because if I'm like maximizing my productivity in one way, I want to be productive in the other thing most of the time. And I do think that by definition means that I hustle. Part of that is in my character. Like, it's just hard for me to sit still and I want to be like doing things all the time. But what it means to be a content creator consistently on social media, for me, it's showing up on YouTube, posting long form videos twice a week, and now coupled with short form content, which I'm having so much more fun with this year. There's a very, very, very fine line between hustling and thriving, and then hustling and not thriving. And I think hopefully that's why a lot of you guys do feel inspired by my content, because I'm showing you in real time, very authentically, honestly, in a painfully truthful way that I am actually working all the time. I have Work to Live diaries where I'm showing you my life outside of work and my social plans and everything. But actually posting the video and editing it and not wanting to give up the funds of outsourcing means that I'm hustling, you know? And I feel like sometimes that actually goes against like what I try to show my audience, that you should be able to balance everything and that you can thrive balancing multiple hobbies and passions with your full-time job. But last week was really just one of those weeks where I felt like all I was doing was working. And especially when you kind of bring in the complexity of brand deals and additional deadlines. A brand deal is amazing because you get paid so much more than you would for AdSense and stuff, for people just actually watching your videos. Brands are willing to pay you a lot more, and I am honestly trying to earn more because I want to support more people in my life, not just myself. And brand deals have that layer of like review and approval, whereas when I'm posting a non-sponsored video or an Instagram reel that's not a brand deal, like I'm the reviewer and approver. And so adding like that added layer or like buffer of a different brand reviewing and approving like makes everything a lot more accelerated. And last week, basically, I did not vlog all week because I was working on so many different short form brand deals, which you guys have seen probably a couple of them now, but you'll see more this week. And it's a lot of fun. I can do it all, but it was just one of those weeks where I felt like I could do like almost everything, but not entirely. And I've learned over the last couple of months to really like be okay with that, because I can't actually do everything. And I do actually try to work to live. So I couldn't edit or even film anything for YouTube last week because I was doing a lot of short form stuff. And I think that's the very fine line between hustling when you're thriving and not thriving. Like, I wanted to make sure that I was trying my best to thrive as much as possible as a person, which meant that I had to sacrifice the second upload on my YouTube channel. So I don't know if any of this is making sense. I just wanted to like address the reality of content creators who also work a full-time job, or maybe you're also a full-time mom, or maybe you have multiple jobs and content creation is just one of those things. It is important to not exactly support hustle culture, but the reality of it is that we are all hustling. And that's fine. To me, there's nothing wrong with hustling as long as you're still taking care of yourself and you're self-aware to know that as long as you're treating yourself and the people you love well, hustle all you want. But the moment that you treat yourself or the people you love poorly because of the way that you're hustling, that's when it's not okay to me. And that's when it really calls for like a step back and cutting back in some certain way, because we don't want to burn out again. We just recovered from that. Okay, yeah, I think those are all of the thoughts, very scattered thoughts that I want to share about hustle culture and me being a full-time content creator, but also working a full-time job, learning to be more flexible with myself and my expectations so that I can still take care of myself mentally. That is the most important thing. If it means I upload like one less YouTube video than I expected, that's still like 7 that I completed that month, which is still amazing. And it just allowed me to live a life. Those are all of my thoughts. Let me know if you guys have any other additional thoughts or questions about this whole topic of hustle culture. Hi guys. Okay, it is 9 o'clock. I'm sorry. Wow, I was so good about filming all day, and then after lunch I was like, I said what I needed to say. I actually worked a couple hours after, and then my sister and my mom ended up coming over because we had an event at our wedding venue. I was so excited. Wait, first of all, look at this stuff. Okay, well first, I really hope I can get this photo booth because I really liked it. They had it there at the event. It was like a vendor preview / couples appreciation event at the Hotel Washington. There's lavender spray. Ooh, that's very nice. Chapstick. What's this? Yeah, lip balm. Cool. But most importantly, we got some cupcakes. So this preview event was at the whole place, and they hired vendors to like design the ceremony and the reception space to give brides and future brides and prospective brides some inspo for how to decorate the space. And it was so nice because honestly, it really solidified that I chose the right venue for me and my preferences and my style and my personality. It just was so me. And even my mom, she was like, this place is stunning, but ultimately like this is you in a venue. And I was like, Thank you. And it was just so nice. Select event was where a lot of the rentals were from. More info about all of the vendors. Here's some of them. And yeah, it was actually really good because through that event, I inquired about a drapery vendor and photo booth. So that event is like perfect because I think a lot of people hopefully walked out either solidifying that they did want that venue, or they're like me and I already chose the venue, but I needed a couple more vendors. So they just made it so easy. Like when you can see it in the actual space, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna get this because like it can look just like this, you know? So that was really nice. And they had past hors d'oeuvres, the same ones that are in the options for you to choose for your own cocktail hour. And the cocktails were so good. And yeah, that's kind of what we did after work today. And I do have some packages that I want to open with you guys too. As you guys know, a couple months ago in 2025, I worked with Mia Fleur, which is a small business for running socks. And she just came out with a new collection. I didn't think she was going to send it to me, but that's just really nice that she did. The Classic Stripes collection. This time they're designed with light cushion and a half crew length, but in the same fit and comfort of Mia Fleur socks that you've grown to love. We're releasing them on August 27th, and I hope you love them. It would mean so much if you would tag and mention Shop Mia Fleur with your followers. Okay, you guys, you can use the code Jenna10 to get 10% off any order amount. You guys, I love Joanne, who is the small business owner of Mia Fleur, and just like look at the packaging. Like I love the intention and just like the thought put into small businesses. Oh my gosh. Wait, there's a bag too. That's so nice. Okay, this is the Classic Stripes collection. I love these colors. They're so nice. It's really good for light cushion. There's gray, blue, and pink, and they're just so pretty. I'm gonna show you guys the full length of them. It's a half crew, so it's a little bit longer than like right above the ankle. And I think that's perfect, honestly, for running. The same heel and arch support. It tells you what foot that this sock is supposed to be for. And Mia Fleur honestly is just really good quality in my opinion, and I love them. So not even like, you don't even have to be a runner. If you like going on walks or you like working out, like stop wearing your socks from Costco, okay? I said it. And support a small business, and Mia Fleur, I promise you guys will like it. And you can even get an extra discount too. Oh my God, a tote bag. This is so cute. Thank you so much, Joanne, if you're watching. Wow, I love tote bags. I can literally never have enough tote bags. So that's Mia Fleur. I don't know how I'm still on this PR list. Sorry. But I'm actually really excited because maybe we'll try this in the next vlog, because I really do want to vlog this week. I saw these on TikTok. Built released sour puffs. They're supposed to taste like a gummy. Pucker up sour marshmallow goodness inside. Let's see. Wow. Okay, so it's 16 grams of protein plus collagen, 150 calories. That's kind of insane. Oh, I really want to try it, but I'm so full. Okay, I will try this on my Instagram tomorrow because I'm curious. But so just make sure you're following me there if you want to know if these are good or not. I honestly don't love original Built Bars. If I'm being honest, I just think they're a little bit too chewy for me, but the puffs are really good. And they also have collagen in it. So it's just a really good snack, I think. And they're so sweet that it does satisfy that sweet tooth if you have it. So, okay, we'll try these out tomorrow. But I think that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was really chill. Not like my typical vlogs, but I just wanted to make this pretty chatty. And I was so busy last week with so many different Instagram reels and brand deals. And then like the wedding video took forever to do. So I was like, once I was done with that and then I had a busy weekend, I was like, that's it. So that's just kind of like how I roll. I feel like it's important to know like how you know you're thriving. And I feel like I can't balance out like the rest of like my mental sanity until I get this done. Does that make sense? So it's like just the version of hustle that I feel like allows me to be like as mentally clear as possible and not like cloudy and stressed. So if it means that I have to like have a late night and an early morning, then like I can spend the next couple of days after that just like being totally chill. At least for the time being, at least. But I think that's everything for this video. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you're not already. I post new videos once or twice a week in 2025. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next video. But until then, miss you already. Good night.